one thing that it's helpful to do when you're riding around in the localities is to know where you're going and how to get there. And so that you can piece together your trip, because you might have to plan in advance that you're going to ride in one jeepney so far, and then you're going to ride in another one so far, and then maybe you might even have to ride in a bus for part of that. You know, you just have to kind of know something of the cost of the travel and, you know, what's going to get you there most efficiently and economically. Another thing is to realize that even though you will see similar elements from one community to another, they're not going to be arranged in the same way. So sometimes you can think, each locality has its own look to it. Here you'll see Jollibee next to something else, next to something else, and then over in another locality, Jollibee might be between a KFC and something else. So you know, it helps to pay attention where you are, and sometimes we get into areas that even Little Bear is a little unfamiliar with, but hey, you know, we're talking about our great big metro area here. Lots to see. I don't travel that much. He stays close to home most of the time, or when he travels, he basically going either to work or to family, but not too much venturing out of the ordinary way of things. But then that's probably the way most Filipinos are. You know, they pretty much stay in areas they're familiar with. Show you this little light bulb here, and if we need service from a wait staff, all we have to do is turn on the light and they'll get us what we want. Okay, so what is this right here? That's pork spare ribs in a hot plate. This barbecue pork, right? And fried rice, garlic fried rice, and some garnishing. Okay, that one is kind of a bit dark, but see, there you go. It's spare ribs, pork spare ribs on a hot plate with some veggies too. There we have Big Bear's favorite, the pork sausage, and we'll be mixing that up later in a while, in a few minutes. And this one is it's made out of beef and a vegetable, which is a bit sour, but I like it, and I know Big Bear will like it too. The vegetable in appearance resembles cucumber, sort of, right? But with ridges in it. And a bit bitter. Yeah, but the taste is bitter. Yeah, it's very healthy. Then we're going to do a hot sauce and a soy sauce. And we got an extra plate of, well, actually, it's not extra, but yeah, it's an extra. Garlic rice. So we got beer. We'll see how we do with all of this. Great, okay. Right now he's squeezing lime over the pork sausage. And then he's gonna dribble some hot sauce on it. Pork sausage is a chopped up pork. Just about anything that's on the pork can be in it. I like it with pig ears and liver and maybe a little bit of the brain or something, but it's all chopped up. In some places, in most places, it's served on a hot cast iron platter, and in some places they put an egg in there, and that egg will cook on the platter while the waiter or waitress is bringing it out to you, and it'll be a nice, pleasant, sunny side up by the time it gets to the plate. I like it both ways, with and without the egg. I've learned how to make my own version at home, and I found, as I compare the two, I'm not doing such a bad job. Okay, and then we've ordered family style, so we're basically going to pass the things. We might even eat off the same plate for all we know. Okay, and then he's going to mix up the rice for us. Yeah. We actually enjoy coming to this restaurant. This is the one we come to every time we come out here. Very nice little quiet place. Even when there's some partying going on, it still feels kind of quiet when you're in your own little shack. All the shacks here, just about all of them are occupied. Down that way and down that way, and there's some dancing going on over there in the main part of the restaurant. So, and then as you can see, there are people walking and sitting all about the bank. As you can see, there are people walking and sitting all about the bank. Just a very good place for some, what you might call some personal therapy. Chill out. Okay. And we had a visitor come in just a few minutes ago. They'll probably be in later. There are our visitors. Usually they're not all that much of a nuisance. They just sort of sit down there and mind their own business, but until somebody throws something to them, if we ever do. Well, they're doing what cats do. I'm just glad they're not dogs.